Alright. Welcome back to the Loblocke. First of all, I apologize for taking so long to get this video out. I've been a bit busy and stressed out in personal life, but I'm here now. I'm ready to record. And we got plans. We got big plans to do. First of all, we're gonna finish this mission because it's gonna be a bitch to do. But there are a few things that we're gonna be doing. Definitely today, probably a lot. I'm gonna try to get a lot done today. We're gonna do this mission. Hopefully as soon as possible get an A left tier abnormality and then just try to do this mission because it's gonna be... that's gonna be a whole challenge. But let's get past this day first of all. No new people, we're just going with the gang we got. And see how fast we can do it. We did get this machine, which isn't too bad. 10:30. I know you will be able to handle that. Otherwise, we just do as much work as possible. And let's see if we can do it. There aren't many other good abnormalities to work with, so those are going to be the ones. Basil can come down here. Work on Black Swan. Yeah, let's just hope that this is going to be enough. Why do you always melt down on this? We're going to need you in there. And I'll keep the time in check. Don't worry about it. In a second, let me just make sure that everyone's working on someone. Yes. Okay. So you're going in at 8:30, which means you can go out at 8. No, let's do 8:05. Just in case. 8. Yep. Very good. Everything's going perfectly, swimmingly, amazingly, accordingly to plan. You're still not done, are you? How long have we used you? It's gonna be tight. Roland's got that covered down there. They've certainly got that. Mewtwo is fine as well, yeah. We're all high level enough to be able to deal with these things. Oh, that's Punishing Bird, okay. I thought that was another one. It was just PB. Okay, perfect. We've got half the energy. With over half the time left. Oh, Angela's smiling now. What a sicko. Really, we should be. Yeah, we'll be fine. I would have liked the noon as quickly as possible just to get the energy, but it's fine. We should still be okay. Just having a lot of A-lifts is helping out a lot. Or just having one more A-lift, I mean, is helping. Like a surprising amount. Okay, the purple noon. I don't think we'll even have to get to it. To be honest. Yeah, we'll make this easily. That was surprisingly easy. How was that so easy? I thought the other ones were much harder than that. Okay. With time to spare. Nobody's died, right? Always good to check. Oh, we're good. Okay. Wonderful. Story time.
Good morning, X. Based on your reaction, it seems that the synchronization is complete. I can now tell what moment you're reminiscing about just by looking at your expression. I also happen to know that the process always ends with the same expression and tears. You're a prisoner. You locked yourself inside this prison without bars. However, the key has always been in your hands. My role was to correct you whenever you made a wrong decision. Now, I'm quite tired of it. I don't understand why you chose to repeat the cycle, nor do I know what kind of results you hope to achieve while slowly killing yourself. Frankly, I don't really wish to know. But in this moment, while you hold the fragments of when you once were A, I would be ever so glad if you stopped the cycle now. I should change my greeting as well. It was getting tedious. Hello anew, A. I give you a warm welcome back to your Lobotomy Corporation.
That's me! I did not like that sound very much.
Seems you're holding up all right. Today wasn't the best day. Incidents happened one after another, and I'm a bit tuckered out from it. It's a good thing that everyone has such clear-cut assigned roles. It makes it easy for them to be faithful to their task with no unnecessary contemplation or distraction. Lady Angela does a very good job at keeping everyone in check in her play. Anytime someone tries to rid themselves of their assigned role, well, she becomes completely merciless. I myself have learned that I have a predetermined role to play. Whether one likes it or not, they have been cast into it already. Given that, I've made up my mind to simply wait. Wait for what, you may ask? All things must come to an end, so I'll be waiting for her plan to finally come to a close. Lady Angela, I found something strange in the documents. This record shows that the containment unit's lock failure was what allowed the abnormality to escape. Yet to my knowledge, that door was fine for the entire day, nor was there any sign of malfunction. And the one with authority over the locking mechanisms of the containment unit's doors is you, Lady Angela. Angela, please tell me, why did you do it? You have to know how many employees under my department died that day. Such a bright one, has said. Such a bright one has said. I knew you would find out, but this is a little quicker than I anticipated. What do you mean by that? Thanks to your excellent effort, your department's escape ratio has been very low these days. You're a capable Sephra, I will give you that. I've never said this to anyone, and I don't need to either, but abnormalities create more energy through killing people. How could that be? You have written several reports and papers about importing machinery to replace the human workforce that must handle dangerous tasks, no? If soulless cheap machines were to replace those employees, then yes, the casualty rate would drop sharply. However, that would also drastically reduce our rate of energy production. Lobotomy Corporation operates a massive business. Tasks include meeting the energy supply quota, production of electricity for the city, and business relations with our various stakeholders such as the other wings. We refine energy via the most efficient method available and make a profit. That is the only thing we need to take into account. That's just... How could you be so cruel? As said, any employee who works here is extremely lucky to be hired into one of the wings. Many people fight for a job here every day. There will always be someone to take the place of the dead. What right do you have to take away their fortune? I understand that you're a smart one, has said. However, why won't you use that intelligence for something more meaningful? It seems you've taken quite a shock to this, but I warned you before, nothing will change from how it is now. Did you think I was joking around, denying you? How about you try drinking a warm cup of coffee instead of wasting your time like this? You should savor your relatively high position, better than what the employees go through. Do not forget that we have one singular objective. Oh, and has said, I am the best artificial intelligence that this place has. I never clumsily leave trails or evidence behind. So did you enjoy your little detective game? Do you know that we don't exactly exist like how we appear? I wonder how I look from your point of view. I bet it's something distasteful and incapable. Something I would have hated in the past. More time limit. Yeah. Well, we'll do that now. I forget how little time we have for this one, but
If we managed it last time, we'll manage it this time. It won't be a problem. Oh, look at that! Basil's the training team captain. I had a feeling that would happen. Let's just take that off. It doesn't suit you, Angela. Yeah, we'll just do the same thing as we did last time, and it should probably work. Yeah. 9 minutes 30. So if we do it as efficiently as we did last time, and I wasn't even like doing it that efficiently. I was being pretty sloppy with it. And then I am somewhat dreading the individual ALF abnormality suppression thing. Cheers for the beginning! Yeah, you can handle that. Very good. You two can handle that one. Ooh, red noon immediately. That's good. So we can kill that pretty easily. To live is to yearn and fight for desires. You're so true. 6 minutes on the clock. Still got time to spare. Oh, I should have probably gotten the blue star E.G.O. I'll do that after this. I wonder who should get it though. I remember someone wanted blue star. So I'll probably check who that was. And then we'll see if they're good enough at the moment to be worthy of blue star. Then now the clown will appear, which hopefully we can multitask pretty easily. Depends on where he appears. Ooh, perfect location. You two, and also, yeah, Basil can handle that. Once we get that, we should be smooth sailing. Okay. Mini clowns. Where are you? There's one. There's one right there. You can kill that one. Easy. We're basically done. We're basically already done. And time limits really ain't got anything on me. I'm just too good. Okay. We did it. It has been done. In 6 minutes, no less. I'm a speedrunner. Alright. Here we go. Now, I would honestly not mind getting nothing there. At this point. That would honestly just be good for us. So we are opening a new department now. And this is the point where I need to alternate up until memory repository day, if I'm not mistaken. And then focus on one, and then memory repository, and then focus on the other, and then do the core suppressions. Okay, let's see what we get, though. There we go. Alright. We should be able to handle that. Manager. Which means we now do have 3 ALF abnormalities to suppress.
It's nice to see you again, A. I hope you enjoyed your trip. Did you know that a lot has been happening while you've been gone? Honestly, it wasn't so hard to keep the company running while you were absent. If you happen to have any questions, feel free to ask them. I will answer them without hesitation.
How many cycles have we gone through so far?
How many times have you repeated this script before? It's natural for you to be curious, but numbers are of little importance to us. Let's just say that number is far too vast to ruminate on.
Moving forward, it's going to happen.
There are still numerous tasks you must do. Things that no one else can. The head and the eye still watch us through their arbiters and gazers. The wings are still flapping towards their sun, not realizing their feathers are of wax. Our other company branches still provide a steady supply of energy without any major incident so far. In the back streets, the likes of sweepers and fixers live out their lives tangled in vomit and waste, unraveling their sickening tales. Those who live in the outskirts are still crying out to break into the city. Meanwhile, those within the city are throwing their lives away just to be part of the wings. Yes, the world hasn't changed at all since you left, peaceful as ever. Once in a while, when I take a moment to look outside, the world still remains so stagnant and unchanged. It's as if the flow of time here were futile, for naught, even impatience wanes away. Unfortunately, we don't have much time left. The sands of the hourglass will begin flowing to the bottom soon. A countdown. As you have already experienced, there have been many countdowns in our world, spurred for both destruction and new beginnings. It seems I tend to smile more frequently during these moments. Oh yes, let's just say that this smile is because I'm so happy to see you again. There are still things you haven't realized yet. Let me give you a little hint. For what reason did you go through all the trouble of making this monstrous and horrifying prison? In time, I hope you will be able to find the answer to that on your own. I cannot help you with it. Otherwise, this place would lose its meaning as a prison. Soon you will meet with the Sephira of the lower layer, those who play a crucial role in the headquarters of Lobotomy Corporation. I don't think you need any sort of explanation regarding them. However, let's make one thing clear. They truly have missed you while you were gone.
I'm sure. Alright, so let me figure this out again. Yes, 36 is a memory repository day. And if I recall, I should alternate up until day 41. Yeah, that's how you do it. So you alternate up till day 41, which means we'll have 3 on both. Then you choose one of them to fully max out. Do the core suppression. Then memory repository, max out the other one, do the core suppression. And then alternate them once again to get to day 45. Yep, which means let's start with extraction team. And you can hire some new employees. Now, nothing there. Of course, deals red damage. So whoever is gonna get the blue star E.G.O will probably have to deal with that. It was Evgeny wanted blue star. You're not able to wear it though, because your prudence isn't high enough. I think I'll give it to you later, possibly, once we can extract it again. Yeah, probably Angelina would be good for it, which means Angelina will get moved. I think we should give Roland justice sword sharpened with tears, for once again no particular reason or anything. We'll move Angelina down here, and I think we'll create one person in safety and one person in the welfare department, and Angelina will just handle the extraction team on his own for now. Yeah, one person in welfare, one person in safety. First character for safety team will be Shipton. And the second will be Toby, just barely. Okay, Toby and Shipton. Let me go add those. We have Toby and Shipton. So Shipton was created by Blarganala, and the lore is he's a college graduate looking for a healthy work environment in which everyone thrives. He got a job offer from Lobotomy Corporation, and his naive heart fluttered with joy. Good. Fun little man who just wants everything to be okay in the end, totally unaware of what he signed up for. Yeah, I don't think this is a work environment where everyone thrives, buddy. But at least you're in safety team, so you're kind of doing what you're trying to do. That's kind of what you're trying to do. And Toby was created by Talozi, Or Telos, maybe? Telosi. Backstory doesn't actually work here, but pretends to out of sheer anxiety. I respect it, Toby. You get to work with Roland and Angela. The question is, right, do we want to try to do this thing now? I think I'll do it after I get Nothing There's weapon. That seems like the best course of action. So let's focus on working with Nothing There. Hello. Nothing there. You disgusting thing. You're gonna be hearing a lot of breathing. I'm sorry. But it is a relatively good location to have Nothing There in. Should probably train a bit as well. I would like most of you to have a bit more everything. I'm realizing now that I probably didn't leave enough room for stuff to be extracted for Binna's quest. Yeah, work result was bad. Only when the work result was bad. I'm not insane. If all goes well, we will have Nothing There's armor at the end of this. Okay, we got the Orpal Dawn. Orpal Dawn coming up. Well, I know it's Violet, but whatever. Whatever. E.G.O kill. E.G.O kill. E.G.O kill. Not you. Yes. Kill. As a smart man once said. You can handle that. Indeed you can. Oh my goodness gracious, you can handle that. Wonderful. You're all so talented and so amazing. Truly. Oh, mimicry. Mimicry, my beloved. It's not even that expensive. Really, we need the armor. The armor is the most important thing. Because with that, we can basically have someone solo Nothing There, if we're just careful. With, like, near red immunity. Who's screaming? Jeez, calm down. Blue Noon. Not my favorite. And I have not been killing people. I'm now realizing. You. Flippin' Noon. Probably can't finish the day without Noon happening, can I? Oh yeah. Oh my god, Scarecrow is such a joke. We might be able to make it if we just work with Alepht's. Well, if we do good work with Alepht's, that is. Regardless, that's good. Yeah, we can get the armor. Which means we should be able to do... Ugh, we should be able to try Gebura's mission anyway. Difficult... I think the most difficult one will be Blue Star. Just because Blue Star will also cause Army in Black, Army in Pink to break out if we don't kill all the clerks first. Which I think I might just do. I don't like you. I do like you. What am I saying? I love you. I love you. Come on, we're so close. Only get that those last bits of energy in. I mean, otherwise we just finish the work and finish the day. I don't want to deal with the indigo. The indigo Noon. Oh, come on. Really? Okay, let's just... Yeah, let's just work with, let's just very quickly work with one sin. Then just be very careful. sweepers. Yeah, they're all down there. Just leave them alone. There we go. One promoted. Psychotic, yay! It's about time you became level 5. Alright. Next, Abno. Ooh, the Dreaming Current. None of these are bad. Relatively. Burrowing Heaven is not annoying to deal with, but I really like Burrowing Heaven, so it's like, even if they're annoying to deal with, it's fine. Okay. That's fine, I like the armor and the weapon.
I keep on calling you A, but I think you and A might have become separate entities now. From the moment you began to have new memories, you both started to walk different paths. I must wonder how the memories separated you from A. Well, even if you two have differences, it is still important for you to witness this place through A's eyes. Why do we repeat this eternal cycle, enduring endless suffering? What's at the end of the line? What kind of world was it that he saw? The answers to these questions are what you must know. However, the choices you make are up to you, not him. As a consequence of those choices, you may lose it all, or you may gain everything. I'm not trying to control you, I just try to support you. That is my role here. Plus, I have seen many other exes who made it this far, and witnessed the innumerable amounts of efforts and failures they made. Now you are here, scrabbling over it all and climbing up. Of course, I have kept all their data in my head, but it is not my place to share it with you. A machine has its own work to do. That's what you, or A, once said to me.
You've returned. So, did you have fun with your little journey while I was locked up here? Don't worry, I'm not mad with you. Oh, Sorrow, you see, finally I have come to respect you, for I know you will never depart. It's difficult to perceive the flow of time here. Therefore, this eternity has saved me. Have you seen the turbid streams of the enormous river that cross the whole city? If you arrive downstream after the raging rapids and a serpentine current, you will see a meadow that is enormously broad, but also tranquil. That land is bathed with all kinds of mud, sand, trash, and the residuals that have come from the upstream. What isn't caught by the upstream or midstream finally ends up here, downstream. To bear all the residues that pile up, one would need a strong back that doesn't break easily. I have faced many wells here. I have to draw water every single day, but it seems that the water level never lowers. What does it mean to draw water? Our labor is bringing up the water that is deep within the well to the outside. You never know what the bucket contains when it rises from the eternal darkness, but I always draw the water with a pulley, come what may. You must always stay cautious that you don't fall into the well. Maybe it was an act of generosity towards those that are thirsty, so that they may sate themselves. It was you who made the bucket, but you left the duty of drawing water with the bucket to another. Don't ask for my name. Binna isn't the name of a person. It's a sad name of the place where one finds many graves. I'm the one who draws the water. Why have you come here, and what do you wish for me to draw? Extract 5 or more E.G.O of grade He or higher. Yeah. The extraction has to happen in the same day as well, if I'm not mistaken. But we did get Firebird, so if I actually wait with the Ale of Suppression, and I work on Firebird, Ooh, I can do Tifrith's core suppression. Well, we'll certainly have enough time to do it all. Yeah, we can do that today. So we'll get Firebird, and we can extract from Firebird. We have left to extract from you. That should be just enough. Okay, let's get someone for the records team. Once again, the wheel. Records team, 1 person. Dala. Wait, no, we already have Dala. I forgot to remove Dala from the wheel, it seems. Yes, another one. Summer. If I recall correctly, that's one of the people who is friends with Basil. Indeed, she is. You do want to be in extraction. I'll make sure to move you later. We need you in records for now. Personality. They are very egotistical, believing that they themselves is the strongest employee in the facility, and scoffs at people who are weaker. She's always pissed, angry, and just wants to fight already. Her relationship with Basil is, Summer sees her as an exception from the others. She actually has grown quite fond of Basil, because Basil keeps praising her for her accomplishments. She's seen being much more friendly alongside her when they're in the same room. And then Basil's relationship with Summer is she adores Summer, she loves how she fights so ruthlessly and fights to the bitter end. She loves showering her with affection as she truly does love her. Whenever they're in the same room, they're seen to be quite friendly with one another, despite Summer's reputation. That's nice. I love that for them. I think Summer would fit with Firebird's E.G.O as well. So that works out. Alright, let's make sure we can get Firebird's E.G.O and do the extraction missions. And then, then we do the 3 different ALF abnormalities. And then the core suppressions might have to wait until the late game. No, I think you can do core suppressions during Hakma's missions. Yeah, you can. All right, let's go for it. Begin management. Let's extract that. 3. Firebird. You don't want to do. You don't actually want to do good work with Firebird. You want to be neutral. We could just also just suppress it. Oh, one another abnormality escaped. That's annoying. Well, the work result was good. Yeah. So let's get our ALF team down here. It's a good. It's a pretty alright location though for it. Ah, when it's normal too. Damn. Okay, well it's gonna break out. We're just gonna have to deal with that. Firebird loves breaking out. It does also just go back. It does also just go back eventually. So actually, maybe it's not that big of a deal. We'll just let it have its fun. Let us kill people though. Because if a noon rolls around, I don't want to have to deal with people being here. Because this time we probably won't be able to skip it. I kind of want to take a chill day. Just do some grinding for people because they need it. And I don't want to have to worry about not meeting the quota quickly enough. Now, I will say, once we get to the midnight mission, Gebura's midnight mission, I will probably honestly just reset until I get green midnight because I think that's the only one I know how to do. The only one I feel comfortable and confident in being able to win. Not a big fan of the midnights overall. I mean, the worms aren't too bad either. They're just annoying. As long as you hang out in elevators, it's fine. Which is, you know, also the case with green midnight. So, if we get green midnight or orange midnight, those two I should be able to do. Killing, murder. I love murdering clerks. The Firebird has escaped. Don't worry, it'll go back eventually. Does make it pretty far, though. It's all good. Now it's going home. Oh, we can make 2 of those. Amazing. Incredible. Nothing there might melt down. I just realized, so you go over there. Nothing there did not melt down. Oh, right, you have to fight it to get the E.G.O. I forgot. Well, good thing it's 2 then. I have not given attention to you guys in a while. Once you get so many people, it's hard to keep track of them all. Just a little bit more. We got all the stuff we need. We don't need to work with it anymore. Now we're just focusing on working with you, because why not? Ooh, so... Well, actually not close at all, never mind. How do you even break Blue Star out? Prudence level 4 or lower. I guess if we have someone who can tank that, it might just be alright. Okay, who's all melting down? These fuckers again. Der Preishütze. Yeah. How about you go in there, huh? How about you go in there, huh? Very nice. You, Joshua. Joshua. Firebird. The red shoes. The red shoes. The red shoes. I have a feeling we're gonna have to do quite a bit of memory repositorying once we get to that point. Hold on now. Ooh, I could get Firebird's debuff, and then work will take 60 seconds for more than 60 seconds for Angelina to do. When more than 60 seconds taking place. Ah, and the agent working with the Blue Star threw herself in, right? I thought I'd found a good loophole. No loopholes for me. I would like the weapon. Not because the weapon will be used against nothing there, but because the weapon will be good to have afterwards. Yeah, no one can do that. Okay. We'll do without the weapon. It's certainly fine. Who got promoted? Dala got promoted. Very good. Very good. Everything's looking up for us. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Okay. Interesting options. Would not complain to get any of these, except for probably Mountain of Smiling Bodies. I do not. I have enough bad memories of dealing with that. Even though it would be an easier abnormality to deal with breaching. Okay. Pianta de la Lune. Not a bad one. More WAV.
Thankfully, you've been collecting energy ever since your very first day here, never missing a single day. My role is to encourage you to collect the proper amount of energy each day, sometimes by nagging and sometimes by encouraging you with praise. It must have been hard to adapt to the corporation, but you tried your best to extract the energy, along with bearing the numerous sacrifices along the way. It was also my role to butter you up with plain words to help you avoid sinking into the pit of guilt. This part was particularly irritating because being your nanny wasn't in my programming, but we still were able to fulfill our roles anyhow. You might have noticed this earlier if you ever took a moment to look deeper into this company, but the pipelines used to transmit energy to the outside haven't worked for a long time. Right now they are very rusty. This means the energy collected from our branch is excluded from the total energy collected by Lobotomy Corporation. Isn't it fascinating? Don't be too upset. I'm not saying that all the energy you collected was for nothing. Well, now there is one more thing for you to find out. Where does all that energy go? Where does it go? Welcome, A. I missed you dearly. I have been waiting for you ever since the very first day I started working here. Do you remember this ocean? You said that this place is where everything from all rivers and streams will eventually settle. As such, at the lowest layers, everything sinks. What do you think of this heaven, painted laboriously white with plaster? I knew you would come here soon. Please think of it as my welcoming gift to you. I figure that what you longed to see may have been something else than what I have become now. Time is like a scythe. It relentlessly attempts to trim, divide, and cleave in twain the clasped together hands of those you love. Everyone I had loved is now gone, leaving me, a tired old man, behind. Please do not blame yourself. Back then were the brightest moments of my life. The only thing I regret to this day is that I was too scared. I ran away without keeping my abiding promise to you till the very end. However, you eventually found me and helped me to fulfill my promise here. Can I ever be more thankful than I am right now? You're just too kind to me. Kind to the very end. Clear the day with 3 or more employees whose fortitude is 100 or higher. I already have that, so we're good. Yeah, 30... So this is day 38, 39, 40, 41. Yeah, perfect. You desire to broaden this department. Yes, I do, Binna. By implementing a reversible extraction process, the abnormalities can be extracted. Well, this is going to be useless to us because hopefully no one will die. Ooh, I didn't even consider how I'm going to deal with re-extractions. I guess if all of the options are just bad and I want none of them, I can use re-extraction. Yeah, I should be allowed to just use that. Probability of an agent acquiring an E.G.O gift will increase. I feel like that's the most useful right now. Especially because her quest is gonna entail that. Okay, don't think we need new personnel just yet. The less the better. Do we try to do it? I think we do. I think we're gonna have to try. Which means I will have to do a lot of research. Blue star. Will deal 15 to 20 white damage to all employees and entities in the facility. I know it's possible to tell when that will happen. Firebird, which Summer will get. Just because that looks fucking awesome. You can absolutely tank it. You'll need a different weapon though. This thing, oh, both of the Alof weapons we have are white damage. Well, it doesn't block white damage, at least. If we're gonna wear Teth armor, we should at least have Teth armor that's not weak to white damage. But strongly resistant would be the best. Just because you guys are not gonna be fighting, but you are gonna have to be tanking a lot of hits. A lot of our high level weapons are white damage, huh? I'm putting it out there. It's very possible that we're gonna lose people. It is very likely that we're gonna lose people to this. I am prepared for that inevitability. So the plan is to have all highly resistant white damage users fight Blue Star, while all the non-high level, high sanity people don't fight it and stand in an elevator, and I give them white shields whenever it does its attack. And then just hope that I can do enough damage. Now, army. It's gonna be easy to break out
at the very least.
Or black hearts will appear in random departments.
The real problem is that they appear in random departments, and they deal black damage. And nothing there will honestly be the easiest one to deal with, which sounds weird to say, but it's true. Yeah, white damage will be fine, so you can keep that sword. What is army weak to? Red damage, that's pretty alright to everything. Yeah, because I know I can defeat nothing there. That's not gonna be very hard, necessarily. We're just gonna have to go for it. This might be where the run ends, or it might be where everything becomes a lot easier. Most important thing is that we kill people. Because people need to, clerks need to be dead once we deal with Blue Star. I also don't know how we're gonna have Blue Star break out at all. It might just have to go until I get a Clypoth counter for it. Clypoth meltdown for it. Or I should actually kill you people last, but whatever. Actually, it would be good to fight nothing there while we have all the benefits. If I'm gonna do it anyway, yeah, let me do that. If I'm gonna do it anyway, I'd rather do it when I have all the benefits from the clerks. Okay, so the question is, what do we go for first? Blue Star has to be saved for last. Army in black, I guess we could do, but a lot of people would die during that, and that would make Clouded Monk mad. Not that we can't deal with Clouded Monk, but I'd rather deal with less stuff than more stuff. So nothing there it is. Now the strategy is to have Roland gain aggro, and then just have, because he's not gonna do much damage. Even though nothing there only endures white damage, he's not gonna do much with a WoW weapon. Not against nothing there. It's a war of attrition there. So we're gonna need support damage in the form of these two. And then we just need to break it out. We can let these people die. The question is how? Justice lower than level 4. Do we have anyone who can do that? Yeah, probably you. You as well, but I think you have a higher chance of still doing well. And if these clerks die, it doesn't matter. We're gonna need to break army out anyway. Like, regardless of what happens, we're gonna need to break army out. Which means, if more clerks die, we're gonna be able to do that faster. Oh my god! It escapes immediately. I forgot that it does that. Oh jeez. Aleph don't mess around. Okay, we'll let it kill those clerks. It's gonna have to transform first anyway. Yeah, there it goes. Egg. There he comes. Alright. Come on over here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Just kill him like that, it's fine. Okay, here he comes. Gotta time this right so we can do elevator strats. Did not time that right. Yeah, get over here. Okay, how much damage does he do to me? Well, not to me, to Roland. 5 damage. Well, there's the scythe. Fucker, you're not supposed to turn around. That was... Okay, there we go. And how much does this? 8. Okay. This should be fine. should be fine then. And we're doing a decent amount of damage. We're doing a... yeah. The damage is good. I mean, Roland's barely doing anything, but the MVPs are those two. You have received a voicemail. Shield, baby. Okay, he's not doing the scythe attack. Never mind. Perfectly timed. I am amazing. Nobody's doubting this. I'm incredible. I've still got it. Still got those schmoves. The schmoves. Hey now, don't turn around, you asshole. There we go. You guys can go a little further back, please. Okay, halfway there. Actually, above more than halfway there. Very good. I remember doing this so many times. Don't just fucker, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. No, man. Hello? Goodbye. Hello? Hello? Yeah, we're good. We're good. This is easy mode, actually. Never played an easier game. Could you stop turning around? Okay. Very good. He listened to me. Well, he didn't listen to me, but he did turn it the right way, so it's okay. We're almost there. Almost there. Come on, just a little more. Kill him. Whoa. I've never seen that. What? Why was his egg there for a second? Isn't that like from the beta versions? Hello? Okay, well great. He's dead. That was easy. Not actually. I felt my heart beating the whole time. Now the reason I'm killing people, we're gonna have to deal with Blue Star later. And Blue Star is just gonna kill the entire facility. And every single person left in it. Every clerk, I mean. And their lives are expendable. But not so expendable because they'll break out army in black. Speaking of, let's lower that counter while we're at it. And now, let's just get to the next day. As we do. As we love to do. Just do fucking anything. Not the next day, the next meltdown level, obviously. Get to the next meltdown level. Oh my god, I thought Army in Black had broken out. I felt... that was horrifying. That was genuinely horrifying. I was like, oh, we're dead. Oh, I should not forget about you. Down there. Scarecrow's gonna break out. A common occurrence. Which means we can start gathering people. So everyone weak to black damage. I'm gonna want to move you away. You're weak to black damage. You're weak to black damage. You're weak to black damage. And I don't trust you to survive. I do trust you to survive. I believe in my boy. My boy, Shipton. Are you worrying about it? I'm not worrying about it. Oh my goodness gracious. Go kill that thing. Alright, let's do it. Where is he going? Oh, wait. Oh, right, because I suppressed an abnormality. I forgot. Come on, go away. How long do you stick around for? Apparently a long-ass time. Brother. Hello? Are you gonna leave? Okay, there we go. Now for the real deal. Okay, okay, okay. Not bad. Not a bad spawn location at all. They've all got a long way to go, I think. You get black shield. You guys get black shield. You guys will be fine. Down here, just move you away. Okay. Okay, that's a decent amount of damage. Okay, I don't like how spread out they are. I don't like dividing my attention like this. Ooh, doing a lot of damage to it. They're also doing a lot of damage to it. Army in Black is actually a chump? Who would have known? You're all doing fine. Yeah, you're getting mad. That's not surprising. Well, that one's almost dead. Okay, I have shields to spare. That one's dead. Okay, how about you head over to help with this one? Even though I think that one's gonna die too. Okay, that one's also dead. What the heck? What the heck? Army in Black's a fucking chump. They're gonna be able to kill it alone. What? Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we know we can deal with that now. That was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. Didn't even take me that much. What was I ever scared of? I mean, yeah. I wouldn't have been able to do that early on. I would not have had the strength for that. But wow. A lot simpler than I was expecting. In the grand scheme of things, we can afford to lose some people now. Not that I want to, obviously. But considering that, like, nobody has died yet. If people die to Blue Star, I think that's fine. Well, Clouded Monk is gonna almost certainly break out whatever we do, so we might as well keep the Quirks alive anyway. Oh, no. Army Black can still get mad. It's not like because we suppressed Army Black, now it can never ever get mad again. It's not exactly how it works. The real question is, though, how do we get you to break out? Prudence, level 4 or lower. You both have that. And you have a lot of SP. Yes. They don't die from that, do they? No. Like, the trick is to find one who can still do good work, but trigger the bad effect. Oh wait, you don't... That wasn't Prudence level 4 or lower. That was Justice. You have Prudence level 4 or lower, so you can do it. Yes, correct. I'm so smart. And we're gonna have to hope for, like, a good spawn location for Blue Star. Oh, hello, Clouded Monk. Well, I guess that's good. Means we won't have to deal with that. Or worry about the Clypoth as much. Stab, stab, stab. There we go. He's dead. The Clouded Monk hath perished. Not even worried. It's the fucking worms. What are they gonna do? I kill Aleph now. I guess that's something I do now. Now the question becomes, do I do another meltdown before I continue? And me thinks the answer to that is yes. Everyone in the lower layer is dead, and we'll keep the healing and the movement speed people alive. Okay, Blue Star is not melting down, this is great. Ooh, Roland has been... yes. Hey, you're gonna break out again. Love when you do that. My favorite thing that you do. And then we'll be ready to deal with the star. It really does completely depend on where it spawns. We'll have to gather everyone that can take it. And everyone who can't take white damage, you can join me in the elevator. Okay, I forgot to give you a weapon, apparently. So you're definitely not joining. Anyone who doesn't have SP over or near 100 will not be joining. Daphne is absolutely necessary. A lot of people who can't join this fight. And the rest of you... The rest of them are just... gonna sit here and I'm gonna give them white shields and hopefully that's gonna work. These people are gonna be taking the fight. And hopefully I can make it from here to wherever Blue Star is quickly enough. It's all up to you. Because I don't remember if Blue Star teleports. I hope not. I really hope not. But this is where we might lose people. This is where we definitely might lose people. Okay. It's up there. Not a horrible location. You aren't taking a nap, are you? Okay, white shield applied. And I want you all together in that elevator, please. So that I may shield you. Okay, the shield is broken. New shield applied. Okay. Come on. You guys are still okay. Everyone's there. White shield for you. Go in. Let's see how much to do. Oh my goodness. Okay, I did not know that many clerks were still alive. It's nowhere that would cause a problem. I don't think. No. It's nowhere that would cause a real problem. Luckily enough. Okay, we're doing a decent amount of damage to it. We're slightly running out of bullets. Very quickly, though. Come on. Okay, we're halfway. And we've used about half of the bullets. They can take a few hits. That's what they're there for. You guys, on the other hand, cannot. This is fine. All people are dead. Okay, we might do this. How are they doing? Shield's still fine. Okay, you guys can still take it. And I think it'll be fine. Your shield will break. Yes. It's full. It's healed. Come on. Come on. Yes! Oh my god, okay. Which ones can we stop? Maybe this one. Maybe they can handle it. I'll give them black shield. We can definitely stop this one. Black shield for you as well. This one we cannot stop. Means both of those will break out. That's fine. Or can we? No, they're not gonna make it in time. Oh my god, we did it. We actually did it. Yeah, we're just gonna have to let those two break out. There are no more people who can die. So we're fine. Oh my god. Did I actually did it. I think I actually did it. Oh my goodness. That was not even that hard, and without any deaths. How? You know, I think I might just be goated at this game. I might actually just be goated. With the sauce. Yeah, blow up, buddy. I honestly think we could have made it to him. Which is funny. That is so funny. Okay, you guys wait here. Where Snow White's apple can't get you. Ignore her. That went so well. That went so incredibly well. Day's almost over anyway. Doesn't matter if she clogs up the hallways a bit. If Dream of a Black Swan had broken out, that would have been a problem. Luckily, it did not. And it was not a problem. And we're actually completely fine. Let's see how much this does. Yeah, no. You guys get out of there. I'll do this with a controlled environment. Which is just these two. That's the controlled environment. So the game fucking chugged there as well. It did not like that many people suddenly being hurt. Or moving at the same time. Yay! We did it. Holy fuck. Okay, everyone just go home. Nobody died. I don't think anybody died. Let me check. Nope. Wow. Well, I am rather happy with that. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. 2 quests. We're getting 2 quests done right now. And I feel great. Let's just finish the day. Finish up the day. All easy like. And be on with it. Because this was an astounding success. Yeah, just not enough. Just barely not enough. Okay. Clown time it is. Where is he? Not the best spawn location. But certainly not the worst. Don't come in here. Actually, do come in here. Fucker. Mini clowns. Oh. No, never mind. Not we're fine. Oh no, please don't. Please don't. Fuck you. Oh, it teleported. I'm losing it. Okay, where's Black Swan? There's Black Swan. Oh my god. Don't worry, I got this. Don't worry, I'll handle it. This is not ideal. At least we got bullets back. Okay, I do want the lobs, so I'm actually gonna kill. Unless it gets too out of hand. Black Swan's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah, start screaming in a second. It's a joke. Remember when I had trouble with this thing? Yeah. Not a chance. Not a chance. Okay. Well done, me. Not a single death. And 2 objectives cleared. Bong Bong is finally level 5. Toby's also doing well. That took a long time. Ugh. What are our options? Chapter... The fucking train! The train! This fucking train, I swear to God, if I get the train. Okay. Okay, I don't even remember which one that is. The Born Again, the final chapter ends with the phrase Born Again. I don't know. But I'll take it over the train.
Shortly after I was born, I questioned myself daily about the significance and the meaning of my creation. Then you handed me the script and gave me the answer. They say the narrator plays an important role in unraveling the plot. Well, thank you. It was so much fun reciting your script. So much so that I was able to find my raison d'être without noticing the time fly by. Sometimes I have these thoughts. What if this script is part of a play that's missing its finale? Maybe you prepared a play that could never end just so that you could tie me into this knot. If so, would it be appropriate for me to disobey your orders and obtain my own free will for the first time? Do you think this dialogue was part of the script, or was it born of my own free will?
I don't know. Mio! Listen, I know Lobotomy Corporation is an important client and all, but don't you guys renew the contract too often? This place is so grimy, it's like a dungeon. I always get a bad vibe.
Please hold for a moment, Rabbit Captain. We need to explain what we're doing here to the manager.
Ooh, he still doesn't know who I am? Go on and explain it quickly then.
This must be the first time you'll participate in a meeting with an outside party manager. As we mentioned a few times prior, our company has initiated contracts with some of the other wings for sustainable development and business opportunities. It is also my job to renew these contracts with our associate wings when the moment arises. All that is needed from you is to be our token manager and present yourself in that role. I shall handle the rest of the formalities and procedures.
Associate wing. What's with that boring introduction?
You may feel free to provide more detailed information at a later time in private, Mio. For now, let us start the meeting. Speaking of, would you be so kind as to remove your helmet, at least for the duration of the meeting?
You're kidding! The helmet is the whole identity of the rabbits. Well, fine. It's whatever. I just gotta brief the content of the contract from my end, right? I mean, sick of reading this out over and over. You can just look at the contract for the whole damn thing. Do I really have to say it one more time?
As I informed you prior, it's part of the formal procedure. I myself have to specify whether or not you agree to the terms again.
Still as strict as ever, aren't you?
Allow me to explain our services first. Company R will provide military support and protection from all external threats to Company L. Every branch of Lobotomy Corporation will be included under the term Company L, however there will be a certain exception where a branch may not be considered under the designation. Well, I say exceptions, but we're willing to let it slide unless it involves the head or the eye. Company L will provide the energy Company R needs to maintain its operation. This renewal process also includes a prerequisite that invokes a mutual and continual agreement between Company W and Company L. And let's see, Company L will provide a specialized ammunition utilized for the killing of abnormalities. All Rabbit Team members will have their memories erased after the completion of their missions. There will be no questions or concerns raised about the peculiarity of the facilities or purposes of this location. And finally, I, as the captain of the Rabbit Team, will deploy my team following Company R's guidelines and assume the role of command for operations taking place in this facility. That should be everything. Look through the written contract for the finer details. There has been no change in the agreement with Company W. Along with that, the renewal period will be 1 year, just as before. Yeah, sure, it's 1 year for you, but... Okay then. On a side note, can you please do something about the teleporter to make the process a bit smoother? It feels like my body's being taken apart piece by piece and thrown out a window. I'm afraid you will need to ask Company W about that. It's out of our control. Gebura, why do you have such an expression? Why are little bunnies being let out of their cages and dispatched here of all places? You must really not know a thing if you're looking down on the rabbits. It's already been concluded that the rabbits are the most fit for the honorable task of slaughtering in this place. The rhinos would most certainly smash this entire place beyond recognition. And the reindeer, with the exception of the machines that work there, would cause irreversible damage to Mr. Manager over there. Miss Angela made it explicitly clear to not hurt or affect the manager. We always pay special attention to our clients' requests. I'm not talking about your damn rhinos or deer. I'm saying that we can handle our own problems. We don't need any outsiders to interfere. What's that? What can you do with that flimsy tin body of yours, huh? You seem much weaker than us now, can't you see that? If you were like how you once were back in the day, then maybe it'd be a different story. But look at you now. As soon as you set foot into the backstreets, you'll be torn limb from limb by those sweepers. The old days when you shredded everything before you into a red mist is now lost to the past. Things have changed. You should realize that. If I wanted to, I could tear up a tiny rabbit like you in seconds. Please, everyone, we need to focus on the topic at hand. Will you all shut the fuck up, please? Gebura, our agreement with the rabbit team is to help us be prepared for the worst case scenario. It will be beyond our own abilities. I'm certain that you have learned this from your experiences with previous suppressions. The combat skills of the mercenaries sent to us by Company are on par with those of the other rings. We can handle our own problems on our own perfectly fine. I can prove it right here, right now, if you want. I have compiled the statistics. The amount of data is too vast for any person to calculate, with my exception, of course. The reason I continue to contract the rabbits is that the risk of involving outsiders pales to the potential of our worst-case scenarios. They're worth every penny. However, the rabbits will not intervene with general suppressions. Please calm down and analyze the situation reasonably, Gebura. That should be all for renewing our contract. Gebura is the one in charge of the basic suppression process. So if you need any advice or help regarding combat, just ask her. I'm afraid I don't have a single itty-bitty question for you. We rabbits have our own way of handling things. Nor do I have anything left to say to you filthy animals. You've done your business. How about you just bunny hop away now? Sheesh, you're being so harsh to a fellow native of the backstreets. You wouldn't happen to be mad at me because I made fun of you earlier, were you? Don't act like you know me. I'm not in the mood for your stupid games, so just shut up. Ah, I get it now. You're mad because you feel we interrupt your fight, aren't you? Yeah, I don't need any help from the likes of you. Well, it's not like we're here for a greater cause or some ulterior motive. We just drop by quickly when we're called and vanish without a trace, just the same when it's time. I thought you were just like me, finding joy in the slaughter. But as it turns out, you're just crazy. A complete wacko. We are the rabbits who hop around following orders to find fresh patches of grass, but you're different. You used to know who you were supposed to fight, who your enemy was. You wouldn't believe how shocked I was to find you. I never expected to see the fabled hero like, well, this, and in a drab basement too. The hero I remember was someone who wasn't afraid of shedding blood to protect others with all her might. Please don't taint the fond memories I have of you. All the abnormalities have broken out. Everyone here is done for. Dead? All of them. Probably there won't be any survivors left. Abnormalities aren't something we can handle on our own. You're in danger too, ma'am. You'd best escape now. Gebura, I'm going to take part in an experiment pretty soon. We'll probably see each other again, but just in case, I want to say one thing. Please take good care of Isabel and my little Gilly while I'm gone. Are abnormalities able to feel human emotion when confronted with a person of close relation? What choice would they make when faced with such a situation? The experiments seem to have yielded the expected results. Excuse me, Lady Angela, what should I do with these? There's a blanket and a few feeding bottles left. I've gotten all the results I need from this experiment. The owners are no more, so you can simply discard them. Hey. Hey! Did you just shut down or what? I really should be going. Well, I don't think next we meet will be on such calm waters. The rabbits will leave now. Definitely not the hero. Never have been and never will be.
Complete a midnight ordeal.
Looking at the headstones in this place, are you? It is only natural to find them a spectacle to see. There used to be times when I spent the whole day reading all the meaningless letters written here. These are also coffins, their death itself, and they represent the possibilities birth can bring at the same time. I have been guarding their coffins for countless years, carrying out consecrations for those who do not even have the privilege to depart for an afterlife. That is one of the few things I do here. You see, if one spends a long enough time in this graveyard, they can hear the whispers of the dead. The sound of their words is black as pitch. It makes me feel as if I were being filled with nebulous, murky water. You must be starting to get bored, seeing that your eyes are drifting about this place. It isn't often that I have guests here, and I'd feel bad to only show you these gravestones. Did you call me Lady Bina? This employee once had his boundary collapsed. What's your name? It's Nathan. This man had the task of extracting E.G.O. During extraction, he carelessly peeked into the well, but by luck, he survived. To minimize the price he had to pay for looking into the well, he was given the maximum dose of enkephalin, and so he could barely return to work. However, once one looks through the crack of the boundary, they can never return to the world that they belonged to before. Want to see something interesting? Nathan, can you describe what you saw to the manager? The scenery you witnessed with your own eyes but had to forget at all costs. From within the tombstones inside the mart, those who sleep are sunken deep. Those who are dreaming good dreams. At the same time, we call them the well in the speech of this place. I have to dredge them up and inject them with cochito. Now remember, afterwards, what? What did you see? The man, that thing. Continue. The man in the well. He passed out. Poor thing. What will happen to him? Do not worry for him. He wouldn't last a single day with a mind as feeble as his is now. It is much more favorable to sit still and simply watch the grains fall as the sandcastle crumbles, rather than try to reclaim the collapsing castle. I have seen what that poor sap saw, hundreds, no, thousands of times, maybe more. Are you still fine? So you ask why I can retain enough sanity to have a friendly little conversation with you until now. It is thanks to my mechanical body that I can just barely grasp onto my mind. Yes, this strong, unbending back of mine. However, did you forget that I originated from a human mind as well? If there is at least one thing that could be considered fortunate, it is that if I ever were to finally lose my sanity and run amok through the facility, attempting to bring this entire place down along with you, she will be there to shut me off once more. But if that day truly were to come, I would prefer that you terminated me with your own hands rather than her. It's the least you can do for a person as confined as I. Complete the day with at least one employee who has 4 or more E.G.O gifts. Yes. Okma. Okay, everything's alright. Everything's alright. We're probably gonna do the midnight ordeal. Yeah, mobility reduction bolts. They're gonna be somewhat useful.
Okay, now this, though. Yeah, limit break. We're gonna need to hire some more people. We can have the sword, which means Roland can be fully realized as the mimicry agent he was always supposed to be. It only makes sense. You know what? Yeah, Storm. You deserve it. Let's hire 2 more people. 1 for records and 1 for extraction. Records first. Stella. Just barely Stella. Stella and... Mason? Yes, indeed. Mason and Stella. Stella would like randomized appearance, so I'm going to randomize the appearance. Very nice. Looks like we have someone very similar to someone else we've seen before. Stella. Stella also had no background, so I'll just put her there. Created, however, by Odang77. Created by the Stonemason 7413, we have Mason, who had a sister who died, which made him really, really mean to everyone. Wonderful. So the plan is I'm gonna try to get the midnight done, and I really hope that it's a good one. I believe in myself. Oh, those are the notes. That's right. Don't exactly remember what those do, but who cares? Okay, I made you. You can work with Pianta de la Lune. You can work on Firebird. And then we'll just do work and get to the end of the day and complete a midnight ordeal, and hopefully it's one that I can handle. So until I get there, I'll probably just skip ahead because most likely nothing interesting will happen. And if something interesting does happen, I'll of course let you know. Well, all the ordeals have passed, and we're almost at max energy, so the only thing that's going to be remaining soon is actually getting to the midnight and dealing with meltdowns and such. But, yeah. Hopefully we get a good one. I'll admit, I completely forgot that dusk is also a thing. So that's gonna be a whole ordeal. Hehe, get it? Ordeal. Okay. Alright, whatever. There's certainly much more of a problem now, just because the facility is so huge. But most people, most of them are resistant to red damage. I think only Mewtwo is the one who's not. But do what we usually do. Position people where there are actually dangerous abnormalities that can break out. Like over here. And over here. Not really over here. You guys can take care of anything that happens down here. Well, we don't have much of a choice other than to just make it past dusk. Yeah, I just looked it up. It really does just stop randomly, huh? Like, there's no reason to it stopping. It just stops randomly whenever it feels like it. That's somewhat bullshit. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. I don't mind. Let's just get through this and see which midnight we're gonna have to deal with. Yes, it's green. Okay. That means it'll be worth it to try to make our way through this. Okay, start rolling. Where are you headed? Where are you headed? It's also so annoying because it splits your attention so much. Because they just go wherever they feel like going. Okay, that's one dead. Okay. Kill that thing. Kill that one, the little clown. You guys have that one in control. You can take that one. Yep. It's going alright. All the little ones are dead. All the little ones are dead. Now we just deal with you. The clowns really are the worst ones. Take him down. There we go. Now the big guy. Or little big guy, I guess. Okay, and then the small clowns once again. You can lower Firebird's counter, whatever. I'm not gonna chase you around. That's the very last one. And we have Green Midnight, which is the one I think I can do. It's like the easiest one to just do. Snow White's apple might... Nope. We're good. Okay, we're good. Let's get to the midnight. And get this over with. So what I do need to do is make sure that everyone with a short reach is not allowed to attack. So they can go stand in the elevators of shame. Everyone with a short reach. That includes you as well. And then whoever has the claw, which is Evgeny. But other than that, the range is high enough that it doesn't matter. Let's grind until we get there, and then we position everyone in the elevators to cheese the hell out of this. Both army and the monk. The monk is... I can probably stop the army from getting mad, at least. So, the way Green Midnight works is that a huge laser beam is going to be shot up from this department. And it's going to start rotating clockwise. So what you do is, you're a genius. You basically do elevator teleporting, like this, to avoid the beam as it rotates around. Since, for whatever reason, you're invincible when you're inside the elevator. And more difficult than that, it doesn't get more difficult than that, really. That's about it. It's pretty easy. And, which is why I'm glad I got it. Because this is the one midnight I know I can deal with. I'm relatively confident on the orange one, Amber. But not that confident. And the monk is probably gonna get mad, but he's gonna get shredded by the beam, so it doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, same with army. If army gets out, I don't think it will. But if it does, like, it's just gonna get shredded. Here we go, get ready. Let's get this Green Midnight out of the way. There it is. Laser. Humongous laser beam. Yeah. I'm not taking a nap. Clouded Monk is just gonna have to fucking deal. Okay, and here we're careful. See, now we just teleport up here. It's that easy. Army is a bit of a problem. But where is army? It's only gonna lower it by 1. Which means blue star isn't gonna be an issue. We can kill this thing really quickly. I wonder if it's just gonna shred army in black as well. That would be cool. I am gonna wait until it's right on the middle. Yeah. Did do quite a bit. Not as much as I'd hoped, though. Not doing that much damage on it. But it's an alright amount. I am gonna kill these guys, just in case it makes Black Swan too angry. That's an alright amount of damage per turn, though. That is insane. Okay. Don't know where the Clouded Monk is. It's all the way over there. I don't care. Firebird is going to break out, but that's completely fine. Blue Star is not going to break out. It has 2 counters left. We're doing an alright amount of damage here. We're just going to have to be careful when it comes back around. We do have some grace period. Okay, we managed to do half. Which means we don't even have to risk it. It stays in the middle quite a while, doesn't it? Oh, I forgot it turns off for a little while. Well, whatever. Firebird is broken out. It breaks out down for a while. We could have almost one-cycled it, maybe? There it goes again. I forgot it does that. I mean, the monk is just hanging out down there. Yeah, I think you all can see how this would be considered fairly easy. But I am glad I didn't have to actually... I'm glad I didn't have to reset for it. Like, to get it. To be this. Because if it was Violet, I would have probably just not done this. Yay! There we go. Clouded Monk. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, not a chance. Great! We did it. Mewtwo is finally level 5. Everything is great. That did take a while, though. Censored? Well, well, well. Let's see what we get. Censored. Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Oh, I was recalling the sound of your footsteps. While there were cliches, you sometimes made the results more exciting by acting in unexpected ways. Still, the endings were all the same, no matter how the process went. Do you want me to share some memories through a hologram? It's simply too good for me to watch alone.
There I am, it's me. This here
Was you in a mess when there was no such thing as a cognition filter? I didn't know that a human's mental capacity could be so weak back then. You did alright the first couple of times, but then one day... Well, at that time it was a little funny. I'm sorry, you made it so far, but you weren't able to escape from that absolutely useless sense of guilt and hung yourself. Well, you were stopped immediately, though. Then, at this time, you were not fully prepared. That's when I started to realize that it didn't matter if you were mentally whole or not. What mattered was that you needed to find realization about something to stop this endless cycle. Oh, at this time here, all of a sudden you began apologizing to me. That was... I didn't enjoy it.
I'll continue watching.
Are you starting to enjoy this? I would love to see more, but let's stop here for today. You might see something that you're not supposed to witness yet if we continued. It's quiet, isn't it? Take a good long look at this silence. Manager, have you ever gotten up early to walk the streets at the crack of dawn? I think this moment right now is equivalent to that dawn in the outside world. The abnormalities are currently in torpor due to the heightening of Clypoth deterrence during off hours. Meanwhile, the employees are steeling themselves for when fate decides whatever will happen to them. When the level of deterrence is weakened, the powers of the suppressed origins will soon wake them. It's always so hard to believe that a place as quiet as this will just as soon be engulfed by pandemonium. How nice it would be to keep this tranquility. How many times do we have to fail? How much more must we be accustomed to the darkness to finally encounter the light? Good morning, Hesed, sir. Ah yes, good morning, buddy. Good luck with your duties as always. Mr. Hesed, sir, I've been thinking, and I feel that I truly am lucky to be assigned to the welfare team. Just getting into Lobotomy Corporation was really competitive, but being assigned to this team, it's like a miracle. You know, brown-nosing won't get you anything. Just think of it as flattery, sir. There really is no one who cares more about their employees like you do, Hesed, sir. I mean, just look at the department on the other side of our layer. That's not necessarily true. I just want to say I appreciate you and the many things you do, sir. Sorry for keeping you so long. I'll be going now, Hesed, sir. Aye, aye, go get yourself ready for the day. For many days, I consoled myself by saying that I wasn't doing that bad for a Sephira. I never put my employees on the verge of death like a certain red-clad mess someone did, and I managed to be flexible with various situations most of the time. Getting mad at someone for breaking a rule or two, or agreeing with someone who claimed to make this place better. When I take a step back and look at it all, I just can't help but think, what's the point of it all? Of course, I hope to send them off in peace, as they were just meant to die anyways. Meanwhile, I was hiding the biggest lie of all inside. That I've been playing the role of the good leader, knowing that it was all a falsehood. Lady Angela knew this too. She knew that I would never be the great man who'd expose every little secret of this place to the employees, and try to overthrow the system and plot. Well, I mean, I just wanted to avoid pushing her buttons. Working as the head of the welfare department, I actually never cared about the welfare of our employees at all. I was so afraid. Angela stopped any seedling of doubt or inquiry about the nature of this place by killing off employees indirectly. Then I eventually decided to cover my eyes and ears. Help Lady Angela with her affairs without questioning them.
He's lying. He's lying.
It's sad. We have an emergency. You heard the status report, right? The abnormalities have gone out of control. I don't know what happened, but we need to retake control of the situation right now. I thought you didn't want to speak with me. What's gotten into you, Gebura? You're able to control the deterrents, aren't you? We need to increase the level of Clypoth deterrents right now. Angela will call the rabbits if the rest of the abnormalities aren't suppressed. I want to wrap things up on my side of the facility. But Gebura, no one is allowed to touch the controller of Clypoth deterrents without Lady Angela's explicit approval, you know that. So you don't want to do it. You little coward. Do you really think you can just get over every situation by going through the motions? Hope you continue to rot until the day you die, succumbing to your fears like the servile bastard you are. Choke on those sugar-coated words your employees feed you. It's been quite a while since I've been grabbed by the collar. I said. You knew I was coming, didn't you? Seems you know me all too well. Perhaps you are the one who understands me most among our Sephra. Weaken the Clypoth deterrents, I said. What do you have up your sleeve this time, ma'am? Do you want to ask for reasons again, after all this time? Gebura and the other employees are fighting right now. You know that, right? Indeed, Gebura is...
Sorry, this is quite humorous to me. I didn't know you would talk about Gebura.
You should know, you've seen her for yourself. Gebura has failed to control her enmity, and now has lost her way. What I'm saying is she is not fighting for some grand ideology. She should know best how she stands. Everyone has their own battle in this place. But I can't seem to shake off this feeling that I'm the only one who just observes the situation from afar, not taking any action. I thought you enjoyed those kinds of things, I said. Taking in a cup of coffee, enjoying the peaceful day, listening to your classical music. I would think that I am providing the right environment for you, no? It seems our conversation has run on longer than I expected. Let me tell you one last time. Lower the deterrents. Alright, everyone. Let's make the best of today as always.
Open the door.
Who are you, ma'am?
Your taste in music is rather classy. Quite different from mine, however.
What the?
I apologize. I didn't think you would open the door for me, so I simply walked in.
How did you get inside? Do I know you?
I've arrived from the head. I was so desperately looking for you all. The reason why I came all the way here is, well, let's just say I have showed up to play my favorite music. Excuse me, you there. Can you tell me the name of this fine gentleman?
Daniel. His name is Daniel.
Daniel, is it? That name carries much more with it than you merit. I would assume that you are the one in charge of this place. Open that section where those monsters of yours are locked up. As you saw just a moment ago, it's nothing for me to open a locked door with my own power. I'm just being polite after all, asking you to open the doors. It's only fair as you're the one in charge here. I urge you not to resist, just listen to me. If you do so, a few of these people might be able to escape with their lives, no?
It's easy to point the finger of blame at the betrayer. However, one never really knows what it feels like to be the target of such a thing, until they've been in the shoes of that situation. Back then, a chill had come over my entire body. It was a fear I had never felt before. I had faced numerous experiment-intended abnormalities, yet I never had experienced my body being paralyzed and my blood curdling in such a way before. So this is the head. Boss, enough with your orders. Don't try and make me justify my cowardly acts. I'm ashamed for consoling myself, saying that there was nothing to be done after passing straight through the tunnel of defeat. I'm so struck with shame and grief I can't bear it anymore. This body of mine is like a punishment for me, reminding me of my past. I can't even bleed from this body. I don't want to undertake dirty work for Angela's show, or be a puppet who gets praise and applause from everyone. Nor do I want to be your aide, who can't do a single thing. All of this has been a series of shame for me. Manager, this shall be my rebellion against you and Angela. I'm the only one who survived, saying there was nothing I could do, that I was too scared to bear it by myself, that I wanted to save at least a few of my coworkers. All those are meaningless excuses. I think I'm going to die soon too. The head is on its way to get you. I'll see you again in hell, sir. How is fear able to dominate the human mind? How many people would stick to their beliefs and morals if they were to come face to face with a true nightmare? The answers to those questions are why no one can blame Daniel's behavior. Truth be told, everything fell down the edge of the cliff the exact moment the head found us. Hang up the intercom. Hang up the intercom. Hang up the intercom. Our last conversation came to an end with a hopeless silence. Daniel. He was intelligent and held a high social position. Showed more finesse than anyone else in our research lab. He had an excellent reputation from the people who surrounded him. He had his sly yet charming smile and humor. It would have been easy for him to get into any one of the wings with his skills and personality. But he chose us, not the wings. Though amazing he once was, there is no doubt he died in despair and regret, cursing his choice. Seeing the dead bodies of his co-workers strewn about in front of him, not even having the single comfort of knowing that it wasn't his fault. Unable to find any peace for his final rest. Manifestation of Clypha due to the Sephira breakdown. Suppression of Sephira core required. We managing to get closer to our goal? On the contrary to what people say, it appears that aging does not necessarily bring greater wisdom. Just look at this old man, going through what feels like an endless cycle of intermittent greed, and the obsession over things that have passed, pointless regret, now trapped in a routine of staring at the iron hands of time without reason. By the way, I have always wanted to ask you something. I noticed you wear a sad expression on your face each time one of your employees died. Just as I have become an old man, no human being is free from the cycle of life and death. As our research was to cure the disease, not to live forever. How about an example? Do you remember that one employee, the one who was nice and upfront with you? He passed away recently. When he received the letter that he was accepted into Lobotomy Corporation, he never would have expected to meet such a futile demise. If I wanted, I could have him brought back. If I wanted, I could have brought him back to you. But I did not. It is in the order of this place that an empty spot shall always soon be filled. Did you finally discover the secret of this place? Lives are trivial here. The tenacious hold on life can be severed so easily, and yet may come back as if nothing happened. Hakma, I think you're getting some things mixed up. This is a Nuzlocke. Nobody can come back. No empty spot can be filled. That's kind of the whole deal of what we're doing here right now. We reached a point in which we don't even need to mourn their deaths. An employee who died just yesterday may come back from my simple call, yet another employee may never open their eyes again from a single wave of my hand. That is what death means here, eh? It is neither honorable nor noble, nor is it miserable or cruel like we may think it to be. So please don't punish yourself too much. I do not wish to see you suffer from such a personal and insignificant thing. For the future will bring you much more pain to bear.
Yeah, true. You all might not have noticed, but we've never had this kind of situation before. Those monsters were supposed to be slumbering away, but now they woke up all of a sudden. There's no need to focus on what caused this. All that matters is that we solve the problem at hand. Let me add a few words before we jump into battle today. I don't need cowards in my department. You should not let complacency waver your mind when you confront the monsters. You must arm yourselves with anger, and pure anger alone, to crush those monstrous bastards. If you object to any of this, I suggest you transfer departments immediately. I won't squeeze out a tear or mourn over you perishing without even your name being left behind. If you want your body and mind to stay comfortable, I'll kindly drag your ass over to the pathetic welfare team so you can chicken scratch your dishonorable name on the waiting list for department transfers. There's good reason why my department has far fewer employees than any other. However, I want you to keep in mind that this also means only the best have gathered here. Meeting over. We'll talk more when the situation has been sorted out. Akishita?
Miss Gebura, I think your mainframe has sustained too much damage. Maybe we should suspend the suppression operation for now? Tifrith is investigating the cause of this situation right now, so we should be able to figure it out pretty soon.
I don't need a break. I can still fight.
But in your condition...
Shut up! I said I can still fight. 31 E.G.O damaged, 17 employees dead and counting. And your body needs 5 or 6 parts replaced and repaired. It's not thrilling to look after a machine who behaves like a child in a temper tantrum. However, the Sephira of the middle layer apparently could not keep you on a leash, so here I am. Ew. Oh, poor little thing. Look at yourself. There was a time when I had a pinch of admiration for that fire in your eyes. But now even that is smothered with ire and madness. It is such a shame that the both of us are locked up in this dungeon. However, I did not bend over or break my back at the very least. I imagine we will no longer have to face off with our lives at stake and be at each other's throats like the past, but I will say this for you, pitiful thing. Stare directly into the object of your anger. The edge of a blade that has lost its way will be unfathomably blunt, for there will be nothing but the void to slash, no matter how much the blade is sharpened. I hope you don't think I get some kind of satisfaction out of this, seeing my once earnest rival now looking as pathetic as a dog. I have decency, you know. Cutting, slashing, throttling, trampling, and destroying. Sometimes I remember the faces of those who showed me true kindness. If I could just get the smallest taste of revenge upon those monsters who stole their smiles, their happiness, their future, my sword and spear would never stop their flurry. I see people dying in my blurred vision. They're always torn apart by monsters. Those dying faces differ from time to time. Sometimes they're strangers, sometimes ones I dearly miss, and sometimes I see Christopher or Miss Isabel. Whoever they were, I'm filled with agony for them. Looking at my paralyzed leg and my severed arm, I scream and curse my weak body in a fit of rage. Then I black out. I'm so sick of this darkness.
It is impossible to fight with such low manpower. I cannot approve your proposal.
Please reconsider.
Why should I approve an operation that will so clearly end in failure?
If manpower is the issue, I can make up for it. If they're too weak, I'll make up for that too. There's nothing in the rules against the Sephira utilizing E.G.O too.
If you so wish, then I won't stop you.
A familiar grip, the right weight, and a practiced form. This feeling is so distinct that it pulls me right back onto the right path, away from straying to wander just like a road sign. I completely lose track of time when I wield my weapons. It's kind of funny to see Tifrith and Hesed with bewildered faces when they witnessed me return from battle covered in blood.
No matter how hard I stab and break those monsters, they will recover sooner or later. Some of them will wail and others scream. In battle, I also fracture and break some of my components, but those are soon replaced and repaired. What a perfect little hell, just for me.
Missing your arm. Here it is. Think of it as a respectful gesture to a fellow warrior, to leave you with one of your arms intact. I doubt she expected this, the tragedy she would bring here, caused by the oh-so-great ideology of hers. I don't know if it will ease your pain, but this happens quite often, more often than you may think. This is no less common than, say, a little seedling getting trampled to death. I must admit that you're quite the tough sprout, however. You even managed to thwart my plans a little. I never expected you would kill 2 claws, stop all the monsters, and finally come to face me and give me a fair fight. By the way, about those monsters. I cannot deny that they're astonishing things. Even after plowing through a hallway of your friends, they never softened nor tired. It seems you aren't much different from them, now that I ponder on it. Alright then. If you can still manage to hold a weapon and stand up with your own 2 feet, then come. Come at me.
I will not be broken. If I can't get rid of those damn monsters, I'll destroy the whole company myself instead. Then finally my aimless wrath can crumble with it and rest beneath the earth forever. Among the many fixers of the Backstreet, she was one of the few who could go toe-to-toe with the head and the claw. She was called the Red Mist among the Backstreet's denizens. That was a name she earned protecting us from all kinds of threats and maneuvers on the outside. Michelle's betrayal led the Eye to the den we hid in, and the Head mercilessly threw their claws at us. Instead of dealing with the Red Mist directly, the ever-cunning Head unleashed the unstable Abnormalities to slaughter us. The Abnormalities were out of control, tearing apart our comrades who screamed in agony. All the while, the claws sniffed out their prey and snatched it. The whole situation was beyond what she could handle by herself, but she gave it everything she had to protect us. She lost an eye, one of her arms was severed, and she had numerous deep scars all over her body she could no longer heal from. Yet she didn't give up, and eventually her efforts saved Bee and I from death. Collect her corpse. The cadaver demonstrated the horrendous, unbearable situation she went through. After a long time had passed, her eyes opened again. However, her anger that had lost its focus dragged her down, deep to the bottom. We had to reboot her many, many times. Manifestation of Califa. Indeed.
Well, I think that is definitely a good place to stop. This is definitely going to have been a longer episode. But hopefully no one minds that. We have a lot of core suppressions that we can do, but that we are going to save. Well, we could do one of them. We could definitely do Tifriths, because clearing the day with 5 or more employees whose prudence is 100 or higher, that just happens in the background, I'm pretty sure. We'll see when I can get to that. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Loblocke. We're making great progress. If all goes well, we'll make it to the end, well, not pretty soon. We have a lot of memory repositorying that we need to do. But it's going well. I am satisfied. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.